War threats, sudden reversals, and a fragile ceasefire. Is Donald Trump being unpredictable, or strategically so? The answer may lie in the infamous Madman Theory. A pattern is emerging in Donald Trump's handling of the Iran crisis, marked by sharp escalation, followed by sudden shifts toward negotiation. From warnings of total destruction to pauses in hostilities within hours, Trump's messaging appears intense and inconsistent, prompting analysts to consider whether there is deliberate strategy behind these rapid swings. At the center of this debate is the so-called Madman Theory, a diplomatic strategy in which a leader seeks to gain leverage by appearing volatile, irrational, and capable of extreme action. The goal is to make adversaries believe that pushing further could trigger catastrophic consequences, forcing them toward compromise without direct confrontation. The theory relies on perception. The more an opponent believes in the leader's willingness to act, the stronger the pressure created. The Madman Theory gained prominence during the Cold War and is closely associated with former U.S. President Richard Nixon, who used it during the Vietnam War. Nixon sought to convince North Vietnam and the Soviet Union that he might take extreme steps, including nuclear escalation if provoked. Importantly, the strategy's power lay in its credibility, not execution. In the current Iran crisis, analysts have seen similar elements. Trump issued a series of escalating warnings to Tehran, including threats of total destruction and targeting critical infrastructure such as power plants and bridges. At one point, he warned that an entire civilization could be wiped out if Iran failed to comply, significantly raising the stakes around the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz. These statements were intended to create maximum pressure and signal that the consequences of defiance could be extreme. Yet the threats were followed by reversals. Deadlines passed, and within hours, a 2-week ceasefire framework emerged. The Strait of Hormuz reopened, restoring global shipping, but Iran secured financial terms for vessels, showing it negotiated rather than surrendered. This illustrates a key limitation. If the opponent doubts the threat, leverage weakens. The Madman Theory assumes a rational opponent. Ideological regimes like Iran's may not follow conventional logic, reducing the impact of extreme rhetoric. Credibility is crucial. Without it, pressure fails to produce decisive results. Trump's approach in Iran reflects a similar pattern. Escalation produced tension, but negotiation ultimately shaped the outcome. The ceasefire was achieved, but with concessions on both sides, showing that the Madman Theory remains high risk. Its effectiveness depends not on the intensity of threats alone, but on whether the opposing side truly believes them, leaving the strategy as unpredictable as the crises it seeks to influence.
If you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe to Mirror Now.